everyone, I'm Katrina, and today I'll be singing to you about how DNA is translated. Hi everyone, I'm Katrina, and today I'll be singing to you about how DNA is transcribed into RNA, which is translated into proteins. And proteins are what our body needs to work. They're essentially the machines that make things happen and make things go. And DNA is the instructions. So this idea is the central dogma of biology and is essential to life. So let's get to it. DNA is the code we start from. It's read by our cells. At the center of the nucleus is where it dwells. DNA is the code that makes you, defining the person you grew into. DNA, RNA, and protein. DNA is broken into parts called genes. It's up to special enzymes to work out what they mean. They read the DNA and copy it as RNA because it can't leave the nucleus and has to stay. DNA is wound up nice and tight, so that certain genes in certain cells are out of sight. If you unraveled all your DNA, the whole platoon, it'd stretch all the way from here to the moon. DNA, RNA, protein, yeah, that's cell code. DNA, RNA, protein. Genes are either switched off or on. Regulators bind to the start as a beacon, guiding RNA polymerase to start transcription and read the DNA template to make mRNA. mRNA travels out of the nucleus zone to tiny machines called ribosomes. The ribosomes read out each letter of the code and start building a protein in translation mode. 3 sets of RNA letters spell out a codon, calling to tRNA to start translation. tRNA brings an amino acid that matches the code, building a chain of amino acids with the info they're showed. DNA, RNA, protein, yeah, that's our code. DNA, RNA, protein. Strings of amino acids are folded up, water-loving facing out and hydrophobic covered up. In the endoplasmic reticulum it becomes 3D, a functional protein that's ready for duty. All proteins are made and then checked for damage, and in the Golgi apparatus they're put into a package. Once a protein's made, it can be modified with a sugar or two, then travel on the cytoskeleton to where it's told to. DNA, RNA, protein, yeah, that's our code. DNA, RNA, protein. This is how your DNA is turned into a protein. Your cells transcribe and translate like a well-oiled machine. Your genes that make you who you are come from your dad and from your mom. The cells in your body read the genes and you're the outcome. DNA, RNA, protein, yeah, that's our code. DNA, RNA, protein, yeah, that's our code.